if there was one thing that I could tell them, is that strength doesn't always look like what you've been taught to believe it looks like. That strength looks like respect. It looks like honor. It looks like sacrificial love. It looks like believing that the needs and the ideas and the values of other people are as valuable as your own. That what they see on TV and what they hear from other people isn't necessarily the reality of it.
I think I would just say everybody's different, and that's okay. Just short and sweet, right? So I think then we could dive into that idea of everybody's different and that's okay, and say, well, what are the ways that we're made to be the same? Oh, within masculinity, we're made to be the same in these ways, right? The gender boxes were made to be the same. We have to each pick one, and then we have to do these things. That's not great, right? Within whiteness, that's not great. Yeah, so that'd be my short and sweet bullhorn message.
Just be kind to people. I mean, just look at people as individuals, and it's not that hard. It's really not that difficult. Just be kind to people. Accept them, accept differences, accept who they are, and that's all it is. I'm not gonna. There's not much to say about it. It's kindness all around. If we stay kind to people and think about what we're doing first, and trying not to harm people. And if you do harm somebody, just be able to say, "I'm sorry. I really didn't mean that. I apologize. I'm truly sorry." I think that'll start getting us into a better world.
It would be that don't mask that pain. Hit it, go right into it, jump right into it, lean into that pain, because that pain is going to make you much stronger man than the hiding it. You can lift all the weights in the world, but if you can't lean into that pain, it's going to affect every relationship you have from here on out, whether that's with a coworker or with a future wife or whatever that is. It's going to come back to bite your ass. Like, it's leaning into that pain. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid to cry. Like, shoot, I cry all the time. Like, it's all right, because there's a reason why you're having those emotions. It would be making young men comfortable enough to feel emotions, because that's really, I think, what a lot of society has created, is young men that aren't allowed to show. I'm guilty of it. There's times where I'm like, don't cry, yelling at my son or something, and I'm like, wait a minute, oh, come here, buddy. I feel like the old school, like, you want me to give you a reason to cry? I don't know how many times that's echoed in my head, like from past stuff. And it's like, I have a reason to cry, and being okay with that. I think that's really, if I could talk to young men, and really, it would be to lean into that pain, be okay with it, address it, because if you don't, it's gonna come back in some form or another, whether it's through the bottle or whether it's through some other avenue that you can hide as a coping mechanism. It would be address the pain.